my sister, I mean, imagine the screaming. If you've ever seen the movie Mommy Dearest, now my mother was not a malignant narcissist. She was a covert narcissist. She was very passive, very... Her narcissism was more relationship. She used passive aggression. She used her words and her passive behavior instead of threats, violence, and the more dangerous part of narcissism. She was more the pacifist kind of narcissism, which is why they call it covert. Just the arguing and screaming that you see in Mommy Dearest is exactly the kind of scenario I'm talking about. Now, my mother never cut my sister's hair because she thought she was mocking her, and she never threw her to the ground and strangled her, okay? That did not happen. But the toxic verbal screaming and arguing and just that kind of dynamic from Mommy Dearest is exactly what I'm talking about when I talk about the dynamic between my mother and my older sister of 6 years. And it really did not get any better until my sister graduated high school. And even then, my mother would argue and yell up to 3 hours a day, sometimes not even at the same time. Like, they would have 45-minute argument before lunch, an hour and a half argument before dinner. I mean, they would yell about stupid things. Everything from, my sister isn't perfect enough. She didn't clean the bathroom on the right day. She was in the tub too long. You know, things that are ridiculous. And I think they stopped yelling and screaming. I would say I was almost out of high school. So my sister was almost 25 before the argument stopped. And this was around 2013. And there was so much drama and stress when my sister graduated in the mid-2000s. She almost did not graduate at 18. I mean, she kept taking those state tests. If you weren't in school or high school in the 2000s, and you don't know what No Child Left Behind, basically George W. Bush, after 9/11, created federal and state laws where no one could graduate high school unless they passed these standardized tests for science, English, mathematics, and grammar. And you had to get a specific amount. It's very, very similar to SATs, but different. And I passed I think I took them for about 8 years, from the age of 8 to 16. And I passed, I believe, every year. Now, science and mathematics, I was usually 30 points above the least score you get to pass. I think my sister